for another weekly wrap-up. If you had watched my last weekly wrap-up, you now know that I am no longer doing the Let's Get Graphic series. I'm going to just share with you guys the books I'm reading, the trades, graphic novels I'm reading on a weekly basis, just by doing these weekly wrap-ups. So far, this seems to be working for me. I seem to be able to find a little bit of extra time when I'm done reading a book to be able to quickly film my wrap-up short review of each book. So, recently I just finished The Astounding Wolfman by Robert Kirkman. If you're not familiar with who Robert Kirkman is, he wrote Invincible for Image, and he has written The Walking Dead, which is his most popular book series to date due to the TV show. Now, The Astounding Wolfman is about this guy named Gary who they don't ever show the attack, but he goes camping with his family. He is mauled by a creature that he thinks is a bear. Of course, he miraculously recovers, and come to find out he is a werewolf. He's befriended by a vampire who seeks to train him in the ways of being a werewolf, and Gary decides to become a superhero. So, of course, he's only a werewolf at night. He cannot change during the day, and there's a little bit of mystery to this vampire guy who's trying to train him. There's other superheroes, which seem to be kind of lame, and there's other werewolves too, and other vampires and stuff like that. So it's really, really different, and I'm starting to wonder if Robert Kirkman just got lucky with The Walking Dead, because so far the other books I've read by him are just not that great. And honestly, I rated this one 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. It was just okay. Yes, it is different. It's supernatural, superheroes, but yeah. So that's that. Next up is Superman True Grit. This was partially written by John Cleese. If you're not familiar with who John Cleese is, he is a member of Monty Python's Flying Circus, comedic group. Well, anyways, I like the concept of this, where Superman had landed in England instead of landing in America, and he was raised by an English couple. I do have to say this was really cheesy. The artwork alone makes it look like Archie comics, and it's just bad. I think I rated this 2 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. It was not worth the time and effort to read this. So, yeah, while the concept alone sounds interesting, it was just really bad. Don't even waste your time reading this one, guys. Next up is Super Dinosaur Volume 1. This is another Robert Kirkman written book. This time it's drawn by someone else, Jason Howard. I've never heard of him. But it is an Image published book. This one is a lot smaller size. I think this is intended for kids because it's rated E for everyone. But it involves, the main character is Super Dinosaur, who is a shrunken T-Rex who has a robotic harness that he wears, and Derek Dynamo, who is this kid who uses robots too. He's like a kid genius. And there is a secret society of dinosaurs that are... They're from the middle of the earth. Yeah, it's kind of weird and strange, but it's kind of action intense. This is definitely suitable for kids because there's not really anything objectionable in it. And I rated this 3 out of 5 stars. It's okay. If you want to let your 10 to 12-year-old kid read this, yeah, go for it. It's decent. Next is The Astounding Wolfman Volume 2. Yet again, this is another Robert Kirkman. This kind of picks up a little bit where the first one left off. I like how they finally review who gave him his werewolf powers, like who cursed him or whatnot. And he pretty much seeks him out to train him in how to use his powers and to avenge his wife's death. So yeah, this one is slightly better than the first one, but I still rated this 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. This series is just okay. Okay, so I also read, along with those previous books, The Astounding Wolfman Volume 3 and 4. I no longer have them to share with you guys the pictures from them, but I pretty much rated them 3 out of 5 stars like I did the previous 2 volumes. Volume 4 was the end of the series, and my personal honest opinion is that I like Robert Kirkman's The Walking Dead overall versus reading these other series that he has written. I just really didn't think Wolfman was that great. It was okay, and I could see why it had such a short run. So that is my latest weekly wrap-up. Questions, comments down below. Let me know if you've read any of these books. If you have any recommendations for me, let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, later guys.